So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and today we will discuss the case study and numerical. Today we will discuss the case study and numerical on our first topic which we have discussed, basically demand and supply. Clear? Basically on which topic? Demand and supply. So let's start, and I request all of you please participate. Clear? As I will discuss, but I request to all of you please participate and please comment your answers. So let's the first question on your screen regarding the price elasticity, which we have discussed in detail. Clear? Which we have discussed in detail. Clear? We have already discussed in detail this topic, or in the previous session we have also discussed. So please read or please go through the question and try to answer the question. What the question says that? Question says that quantity supplied of a product at rupees 8 per unit is 200 units. Clear? Basically at rupees 8 per unit, how much quantity we have supplied? 200 units. And if the price elasticity, we can say that elasticity is basically change in quantity upon change in price. So if the price elasticity of supply, clear, price elasticity of supply is 1.5, then what is the quantity supplied? Clear? Then what is the quantity supplied at rupees 10 per unit? Clear? Then what is the quantity supplied at rupees 10 per unit? Clear? So we have to able to answer what is the quantity supplied at rupees 10 per unit. Clear? 10 per unit. So I request all of you please solve and please tell what is the correct answer. Please solve fast. Please tell what is the correct answer of this question. So basically they are asking what is the quantity supplied. Clear? As we know that elasticity is equal to basically change in quantity upon change in price. Final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100 of quantity. Similarly, final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100 of price. This is basically regarding the price. This is basically regarding the quantity. Clear? This is basically regarding the quantity. This is basically regarding the price, and this is elasticity. So can anyone tell what is the correct answer? We have options: 150 units, 175 units, 250 units, and 275 units. Please tell fast what is the correct answer. 150 units, 175 units, 250 units, and 275 units. And please tell how many of you able to understand the question, so that I will not explain again. Please tell fast. Are you able to understand what the question says that? Please tell fast what is the answer, because I'm waiting the answer from your side. So let's discuss. So here 200 units at basically at rupees 8, and price elasticity is 1.5. Quantity supplied, we have to find the quantity. So let's, here we have to take it X. Clear? Final quantity is X because we are not able to know basically what is the quantity. Initial quantity is here 200 upon 200. Here initial price, here initial price, basically final price is 10, initial price is 8 upon initial price 8 into 100. This is 1.5. So let's solve here. So price elasticity of supplies is equal to percentage change in quantity supplied by percentage change in price. Clear? So 1.5. 1.5 is equal to, we will take X minus 200 upon 200 into 100 by 10 minus 8 upon 8 into 100. So this comes out to be 1.5 is equal to X minus 200 upon 2 here into 2 into 8 into 100. Clear? So this is basically we will get here. So how? this is basically we will get here. This comes out to be x minus 200 upon 2. 10 minus 8, 2. 8 above 100, that is clear. So when we are going to calculate 1.5, this is 4, 1, 2, 150. Clear. So x minus 200 upon 50. So when we are going to calculate 15 upon 10 is equal to x minus 200 upon 50. This is 1, this is 5. This 1, sorry, 1, 5. So here we have 5. 5 into 15 is equal to x minus 200. So x is equal to 200 plus 75. So x is equal to 275. Okay. So how much quantity? Clear? So how much quantity supplied at rupees 10 per unit is equal to 275 units. Clear? Is equal to 275 units. So here what you have to remember, basically just this formula, price elasticity. Clear? You have to remember this formula, basically, which formula is price elasticity. I think now it is clear to all of you. Basically this question, please tell fast. Basically we have calculated the price elasticity. Basically in the numerator we have to calculate the percentage change in quantity, and then in the denominator we have to calculate the percentage change in price. So upon calculation we will get x is equal to 275. So at the price of 10 rupees, how much quantity we will supply? Basically 275. Clear? So you will also get one idea here. This is basically price elasticity of supply. Clear? Price elasticity of supply. So this is not our answer. This is not our answer. Clear? Basically, as this is 1.5. Clear? This is above 1. Clear? This is above 1. So we are able to understand that as the price increase, clear, as the price is increased, quantity is going to be increased. Clear? As the price is increased, quantity supplied is also going to be increased. So our answer either is option number C or option number D. If in the option number C, they have write it here 190. Clear? So without solving, we will directly take the option number D. Clear? Without solving, we will directly take the option number D. I think now it is clear to all of you basically what the question says, what the question wants to say that. Please tell fast, this question is clear to all of you or not? After that, we will move to the next question. Basically, next is case study. Next is case study. Totally, we have to discuss that in detail. But I want participation from your side. Clear? So now move to the next one. So case study. Clear? Basically, this case study is totally based on the demand and supply. Clear? Basically, this case study is totally based on the demand and supply. So once I will go through the case study completely, and after that we will discuss the questions. Clear? And after that we will discuss the questions. So wait a minute. Yes, the case study is clear. So first of all, we have to go through the situation, what the situation says that. Clear? Basically, this is basically a theoretical type case study. And we have discussed regarding that in our theory sessions. Clear? We have already discussed regarding all these concepts in our theory session. So I want answer from all of you. Clear? So let's start our discussion. Basically, what it says that during the year 2016, clear, during the year 2016, central government, clear, during the year 2016, central government announced the implementation of recommendations. Clear? During the year 2016, central government announced the implementation. Clear? Central government announced the implementation of recommendations of 7th Pay Commission. Clear? During the year 2016, central government announced the implementation of recommendation of 7th Pay Commission. And what 7th Pay Commission led? Basically, and increased the salary of its employees. Clear? Basically, it led to the increase the salary of the central government employees. Clear? It led to the increase in the salary of the central government employees. Then in the next thing, what we have to do? So it is observed, clear, it is observed that the quantity demanded, clear, it is observed that the quantity demanded of cars, clear. So here it is observed that the quantity demanded of cars and other consumer goods, clear, have increased substantially, clear. With the increase in salary, there is increase in demand, and this a trend for last few months, clear, and this a trend for last few months. Second point, the demand for landline telephone connections, clear, the demand for landline telephone connections declined substantially, clear, the demand for landline telephone connections declined substantially during the last few years, clear, during the last few years. Why? Because the people opted for mobile phones, clear, because the people opted for mobile phones. Because why the people opted for mobile phones? Because mobile phones, despite the high cost of cell phone sets, clear, despite the high cost of cell phone sets, clear, even the mobile phone are more costly than the landline phones, clear, even people will prefer, clear, even that people will prefer, basically what they prefer, basically cell phones, clear, what they will prefer, cell phone, clear. So we have to know basically what are the reason behind that, clear. So we have to know what is the reason behind that. Third one is companies manufacturing toys in China, clear, companies manufacturing toys in China increased their export, clear, basically companies manufacturing toys in China, they have increased their export of toys, clear, basically they have increased their export, basically export of toys to India, since these companies, clear, since these companies were able to manufacture, clear, since these companies were able to manufacture that wise at a low cost compared to the cost incurred by them earlier, clear, since these companies were able to manufacture the toys, clear, manufacture were able to manufacture the toys at a low cost, clear, were able to manufacture the toys at a low cost compared to the cost incurred by them earlier, clear, manufacture the toys at a low cost compared to the cost incurred by them earlier. Last one is the demand for laptops, clear, the demand for laptops manufactured by company increased substantially, clear, increased substantially, basically manufactured by company A increased substantially when the company, clear, when the company reduced the price of its laptops, clear, as a result of reduced cost, clear, basically why they are reducing the cost, basically due to the technological innovations, clear, due to the technological innovations. So whenever they will ask these types of case studies question, so first thing what you have to do, basically go through the case study one or two times, clear, basically these questions are very easy, clear, if you are able to understand what they want to say, clear, basically all questions are similar. So let's move to the question number one. So basically first question says that the demand, law of demand, so applies in which of the following cases, clear, this question we have to do in the last, because there is some reason after discussing question number 2, second, third and fourth, we will be able to understand why I will say that this question we will discuss in the last. So question number 2 says that the increase in quantity demanded, the increase in quantity demanded, clear, question number 2 says that the increase in quantity demanded in situation 1, clear, the increase in quantity demanded in situation 1 will be termed as, clear, the increase in quantity demanded in the situation 1 above will be termed as, select the most appropriate. First one is operation of law of demand, second one is equilibrium of demand and supply, third one is shift in demand, fourth one is shift in supply, clear. What the point one says, or what the situation one says, basically implementation of 7th pay commission which leads to the increase in salary, and due to the increase in salary, basically there is demand in the demand of the automobiles, clear. So we have clear, basically increased in, it is observed that the quantity demanded of cars and other consumer goods have increased substantially, and this trend for the last few months, clear, this trend for the last few months, clear. So we have 4 options, we have to select the most appropriate. First one is operation of law of demand, second one is equilibrium of demand and supply, third one is shift in demand, and fourth one is shift in supply. Clear? Shift in supply. Clear? So here question says that the increase in quantity demanded. Clear? The increase in quantity demanded in situation 1 will be termed as. So basically here, why increase in quantity? So please tell why there is increase in quantity. Why there is increase in quantity demanded? Because increase in income. Clear? Because increase in income or salary. Because increase in income or salary. Here, increase in quantity demanded is basically due to the increase in income or the salary. Clear? So basically shift in demand. Clear? Basically here answer is option number C, shift in demand. Clear? Basically shift in demand. Why there is shift in demand? Because there is demand increase. Clear? Because there is demand increase, not due to the price change. Clear? Not due to the price change, but due to the other factors. Clear? Not due to the price change, but due to the other factors. Clear? If there is any change in the quantity demanded due to the other factors except the price, then that basically leads to the shift in demand. Clear? Then that basically leads to the shift in demand. I think all of you have remembered that we have discussed this in the class and with the help of graph also. Clear? With the help of graph also. Clear? We have discussed this type of diagram. Next, move to the question number 3. Next, move to the question number 3. Similarly, this type of question. So here, what will happen? Clear? In this question, what will happen? The demand for landline telephones. Clear? Here, the demand for landline telephones declined. Clear? Here, the demand for landline telephones declined and mobile phones increased. Clear? And mobile phone increased. So this will be called operation of law of demand, equilibrium of demand and supply, shift in demand, or shift in supply. Clear? Shift in demand or shift in supply. Clear? Basically here you have to read the question. Basically the demand, they are asking regarding the demand. Clear? Not the supply, they are asking regarding the demand. So the demand for landline telephones declined. Clear? Basically the demand for landline telephones declined and the mobile phones increased. Clear? And the mobile phone increased. So this will be called. Clear? First of all, we have to here understand demand is a decrease and mobile phone is increased. Even the price of mobile phone is increased. Clear? So mobile phone demand is increased, price is also increased. Clear? Mobile phone demand is increased, price for also increased, but the demand for landline is going to be decreased. Clear? Demand for landline is going to be decreased. Clear? So here shift in demand. Clear? So here shift in demand. Clear? Shift in demand is a situation where quantity demanded. Clear? Basically in this quantity demanded changes as a result of changes in other factors. Clear? Basically quantity demanded result changes in other factors. Clear? Due to the changes in other factors than the price. Clear? Due to the changes in other factors than the price. Clear? So here why the change in demand? So what is the reason here change in demand? Here the change in demand is basically due to the digital fast. Here change in demand is basically due to the convenience. Clear? Here change in demand is basically due to the convenience. Clear? Due to the convenience or habit. Clear? Due to the convenience, or we can say that habit. Clear? Due to the convenience or habit of the consumers. Clear? Or it is easy to carry. Clear? It is also easy to carry and land phone is not easy to carry. Clear? So basically change in demand due to the convenience or habit, or basically due to the easy handle. So this which is the factor other than the price. Clear? So this is the factor other than the price. So basically it will lead to the shift in demand. Clear? So it will lead to the shift in demand. Clear? So it will lead to the shift in a demand. Now the question 4th. Now we have to discuss the question 4. The question for that basically the situation in case 3 above will be termed as, clear? The situation in case 3 above will be termed as. So first of all, we have to go to the situation number 3, clear? Situation number 3 says that company manufacture, clear? Company manufacture toys. Situation number 3 that a company manufacture toys in China increase, clear? Quantity manufacturing toys in China increase. Basically why? Increased companies manufacturing toys in China increase their export of toys, clear? Increase their export of toys to India, since these companies were able, clear? Since these companies were able to manufacture the toys at a low cost. Now, clear? Basically they are increase their export, clear? Because now they are able to manufacture the toys at low cost compared to the cost incurred by them earlier, clear? Compared to the cost incurred by them earlier. So basically now, basically this means that increase their exports basically means supply. Increase their export basically means that they are increasing their supply. As such, there is no discussion regarding the word demand here, clear? So basically here they word write the word export. So increase their export basically means that they are increasing their supply, clear? So companies manufacturing toys in China increased their export of toys to India, since these companies were able to manufacture the toys, clear? Since these companies were able to manufacture the toys at a low cost, clear? At a low cost compared to the cost incurred by them earlier. So what is the answer here? So please go through the question. Basically the situation in case 3 above will be termed as, select the most appropriate: operation of law of demand, equilibrium of demand and supply, shift in demand, and shift in supply. So please tell what is the correct answer. The situation in the case 3 above will be termed as, basically what will happen here? Basically here shift in supply is a situation, clear? Where the command, basically here supply is changed, clear? And not with respect to the price but due to the technological innovations, clear? But due to the cost, low cost compared, clear? Due to the low cost compared. So what is the answer here? Shift in supply, clear? So shift in supply. So this is the answer. So I think all of you are able to understand now basically what or how to answer these questions. How to answer this question, please tell fast, because in the examination they will ask these types of questions, clear? Because in the examination they will ask basically these types of questions, so we are able to understand all these types of questions. So now move to the question number 1. Question number 1 says that law of demand applies in which of the following cases, clear? Law of demand applies basically in which of the following cases? So law of demand basically, clear? Law of demand basically applies in which cases? Basically in those cases where there is change in quantity demanded, clear? Where there is change in quantity demanded as a result in the change or in the price of the commodity, clear? Clear? Law of demand basically says that change in quantity demanded, clear? Change in quantity demanded, change in quantity demanded basically as a result of change in the price of, change in the price of commodity, clear? Change in the price of commodity. So as in the option number 1, in the situation number 1, there is any change in the price of the commodity? Is the option number 1, there is change in the price of car? There is any change in the price of car? So basically quantity demanded is increased. So there is any change in the price of car in the situation number A? No, there is not any change in the price of the car in the situation number A, clear? So option number basically A is not the answer, clear? Basically means that not A, basically this is situation number 1, it's not come under the answer, clear? So this is a wrong, clear? Because here basically quantity demanded is changed due to the salary increase. So second is the demand for telephone, landline telephones connections declined substantially. So we will, this is not the answer because option number 1, basically situation number 1 is not correct. This is also not the answer, clear? So we have to go through only the case question number, basically point 3 or point 4 situation. Basically basically in situation number 3, basically now why they increase the export, basically due to the low cost compared, basically now due to the low cost compared to the cost incurred by them earlier, manufacturing cost. And in the situation number 4, the demand for laptops manufactured by company A increased substantially. Why? Because when the company reduced the price of its laptops. Clear here, option number or situation number D or 4 directly says that basically why demand is increased, basically when the company reduced the price of its laptop. Clear? This is basically the definition of law of demand. Clear? Demand is going to increase when the price is going to decrease. Clear? Demand is going to increase when the price is going to decrease. Clear? So only 4, this is the answer. Clear? Only 4, this is the answer. Law of demand applies in which of the following cases? Basically only in the situation number 4 law of demand applies, and in the rest, or basically in the rest situations, law of demand is not applicable. Clear? In the rest situations, law of demand is not applicable. So I request to all of you, please go through the case studies very carefully while answering. Clear? Please go through the case study very carefully while answering, so that you are able to answer the question properly. As there in the situation number A, first, second, and third, there is not mentioning at any place that law of demand basically means that the quantity demanded is going to rise due to the decrease in the price. Only in the situation number 4, this thing will be mentioned. Clear? This thing will be mentioned. So while answering these types of questions, you are able to stick with the basic definition. Please tell fast. Now, this case study is clear to all of you or not? Now, please tell fast. This case study is clear to all of you or not? So in this session, basically we have to discuss up to this much point. So I want to basically discuss one more case study, but due to the lack of time, I'm not able to discuss, and will provide the case study in your Telegram group. Clear? That case study I will provide in your Telegram group. So all of you, and I request to all of you, please solve that case study. Clear? Please solve that case study. And that case study is basically simply regarding the quantity demanded, quantity supplied, equilibrium price. Clear? That case study is simply based on that, and 1 or 2 questions based on the MSP. Clear? Minimum spot price. Clear? Basically what is the role of minimum spot price in that? Clear? So thanks to all of you for attending this session.